I think we are live. I think we're a minute early. That's okay. All right, let me get over here and make sure I stop this. All right. Can you guys see me? Are we live? Okay, I think I'm seeing some people here. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I think I'm hearing me. You hearing me? Pottsville, PA, Wisconsin. New Kramer? No, it's not mine. It's just Bobby's Kramer. He left it over here for a little bit of work. New Necker guitar? No, neither. It's Bobby's. Moco MD. I'm assuming that's Maryland. Hi from Blanco, Texas. Wisconsin. You okay today? I'm okay. It's freezing here, though. What's up, Sked Bra? How about them Patriots? I'm good, good. You can hear the voice. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can hear the guitar. What's up, Scotty Rocker? What's up, Ireland? Yeah, freeze it. Sounded good in the UK? Sounds good, man. A little Philly. A little Ben Salem. What's up, Rob? Love the Kramers. I love the Kramers, too. What's up, Ken? Roseburg, Oregon. Good. What's up, James? There's Grisplonskin here. We might have a guitar of his later on. France, Ontario. Got some England. Another England. Netherlands. A little bit Saugus. It is cold in Saugus. Sunny Florida. Saw Rhode Island up there, North Carolina. Another Florida. Must be not so bad down there. Vegas, London. I think it's another England. PBX. Gotta think that's Portland, right? Montreal. Quebec. You got Toronto. What's up, Quentin? We got Whittier. Good evening, blah, blah, blah. Australia, good morning. Or was that Austria? That makes a huge difference in the time zone. Thought I saw Germany up there go by. We got Brazil. We got MT. That's Montana, right? It's been a while. Yo, saw a little Milwaukee, another Maryland. 70 degrees last week, right, Ken? We had a record-breaking day for like all of February since records have been kept. The warmest temperature ever for a day in February, like 73 degrees. And right now it's like 15 degrees and the wind's blowing about 40 miles an hour. My house it's an old house. It's like Swiss cheese. You feel that wind. New Brunswick, what's up? Saw PA up there. Buenos Aires, Missoula, Montana. I think that's Montana. Sri Lanka, Melbourne, Australia. Good morning. India, good morning to you too. Chile, Lowell, Oregon, Great Falls, Montana, Serbia, Van Hagar. We love the Van Hagar. Netherlands won at night, yeah. Staying up late. I appreciate it, dude. That's 1 in the morning. Toronto loves that Kramer. That's a nice Kramer. See, it's such a transitional year, right? So it's the old body style, right? It's Kramer Pacer Imperial, but it's that 86 crossover neck that haven't quite gone full ESP yet, you know? BC, Canada. Macedonia, Marietta, California. Rockford, Illinois. Whip Jr., what's up, buddy? Good to see you. New York, Singapore. Terry Bear, of course, out of Canada. Dayton, Ohio. Cold as hell in Ohio. I hear you. It's cold as hell here, too. Though that's a bit of a cold as hell. Wait a second. I think I'm mixing metaphors. Yeah, dig the mismatch pickups. That's a total callback to a guitar that I owned and sold to Bobby. This is like literally, he found the guitar and I think it had an EMG in it or something. I forget what he had in here for a pickup, but he pulled it out and put the DiMarzio Super Distortion in, which is the pickup I had in it when I sold it to him. I'm asleep. I'm awake. Minus 30. That's pretty chilly. I know, greatest Super Bowl ever. Well, it depends on your perspective. For some, it was the worst Super Bowl ever. So, and you know what? I've been there. I'm looking your way, New York Giants. The hell was that? Perfect season with helmet. And now let's never speak of it again. Got New Zealand, got New York. Piss and rain here in Ireland. I believe it. We were having a little bit of rain. And then it just, we were so mild for a little bit, just really weird for us this time of year, right? But winter showed back up. Put a beat down. If you're an animal out there, you're bumming. You're like, sweet, it's over. Then it all starts back up again. What's up, Canada, Knoxville, Tennessee? 2 times with the Giants. Yeah, thanks. I had forgotten. I oughta. Yeah, that's a good old Super Distortion. What's up, Metal God 100? 43 degrees in eastern North Carolina. Yeah, that's like freezing for you guys. You guys are probably going, what the hell? What the frick? But it's like, yeah, it's 17 degrees right now. And it's a pretty stiff wind. Though that'll slow down when the sun goes down. When the sun's up, the wind is vicious. When the sun goes down, it really does calm it down a little bit. Wenatchee, Washington, what's up, buddy? I see you there all the time. Why do EMGs suck? They don't suck. I have them in my happiness. I love EMGs. Nothing wrong with EMGs. Not all the time, though. You know, there's a great quote from Phil X, you know, where I think he put like 3 pickups in his guitar. He was like, what's happening, man? I thought you were always like about 1 pickup. And his response was, do you eat pizza every night? It's like, you know, once in a while, we like to mix things up a little bit. Slovenia, Pittsburgh. I tell you, this is the winter that never was. If there is such a thing as global warming, this was the year for us up here, man. We've had like 5, maybe 10 cold days this year. Other than that, it's been in the 40s and 50s, which for around here, that's kind of warm. We usually get, you know, we're in the 30s. We're a good 10 degrees below that on a regular basis, but it was mild this year. Sleep on that couch? I don't think, no. I can barely sit on that couch. That was a leftover from an office, right? They were changing decor. And I am sure that couch was extremely expensive when it was purchased. Oh, yeah, I'll take it. I'll put it down in the basement. It's probably the most expensive piece of furniture I own. I think I'm warming up a little bit. Watching this at work. Nice. It's called pulling double duty. Yeah, new guitar and new camera. That sort of is. Thank you for that. So we got our tax refund and it immediately went to bills. But I got a little bit left over. A little bit. And the dilemma is, do I finally upgrade my camera? I've been using the same camera for about 3 years, maybe 4 years now. Certainly the difference between the 3-year-old model and the 4-year-old model is zero, right? That Canon Vixxx series has like hardly changed. It's pretty much the same. And it's like, is it time to finally just go with a Panasonic Lumix, G85 and go full 4K, right? And it's not a ton of money, but it's certainly not as cheap as the Vixxx. It would definitely boost the quality of the video on my videos. Not my video quality is bad, but if you'll notice, it's almost always exclusively wide shot. I very rarely get up too close, except when I walk up to the camera, right? And I think maybe having the other one do that. Plus, it would just be just all around better picture from start to finish. On the other side of that would be getting another guitar. I have a lot of guitars, so maybe it's not really that much of a dilemma, right? Though I've missed out on some killer guitars lately. I should do another video on the ones that got away, because I have missed. There was a killer RG 550 87 RG 550. They had on Craigslist. The guy had it up for, I think, $750. It was in damn good shape. It had a couple of chips, but they were nothing. And basically showed that it wasn't a refinish, right? It was basically chips of authenticity, if you ask me. And man, that thing was gorgeous. And of course, it sold before I got the tax refund. There was a Jackson Soloist SL. I want to say it's the SL1. It's a single double. Seymour Duncans. I want to say it's 2 hot rails and a Duncan, maybe like probably a Trambucker or JB Trambucker and 2 hot rails, and it was in like a dark wine metallic red, beautiful neck through ebony fingerboard, fully bound, said made in USA right on the friggin' headstock. The shark tooth inlay, all that stuff. The serial number was pounded in at the bottom, using the dies. I mean, it was the full-on Jackson. They had 2 up there, one for $14.99, which is about right, and one for $8.75. And I couldn't pull the trigger on it fast enough, and it was sold. I was like, ah! And it was available. It was up there for a good 3 or 4 days before it sold, and I was like, damn it. Brian says, that's my 550. Was it your 550, Brian? I know it wasn't, unless either this name is wrong or the guy who emailed me was wrong, was faking a name, but. So the Jackson was just a total kick in the crotch, a kick in the financial crotch, because I was like, damn it. That would have been the score. I mean, what a score. What a score. And you know what it is? You know, and it's the same thing that you see with Guitar Center all the time, is that Jackson has a lot of guitars that look very similar. And you start getting into that middle line and you're not really sure what it is. And no one there either figured it out or just went up at the wrong. They look it up online, they give the guy a certain amount of money and they throw it up and they don't really care. So you can definitely get a score on there once in a while. That was bad. Another one that was up there, well, we're talking about guitars that got away. You're familiar with the Gibson Les Paul Custom, right? And now in 2012, they made a move to Richlight from Ebony because of their import problems. So it never really went back. It's sort of Richlight from here on out. And if you want Ebony, you have to have like the quote-unquote like historic model, right? You need to have like a reissue. It's probably got a between a $10,000 and $15,000 list price on it. A ridiculous MSRP. But right, that's what they're doing. And if you get the regular Gibson Les Paul Custom for about, I don't know, between what are they, about $4,000 now, $4,500, you get Richlight. So I was looking on the Guitar Center used, as I am prone to do, and I see a bunch of Gibson Les Paul Customs, and they're all Ebony, and they're all running like between $24.99 and $29.99, and they've got about 8 of them, maybe 6 of them, in that price range. But one of them looks very different. One of them's all old and aged, right? Clearly, it's like one of those historic reissues, and they want $26.99 for it. And if you look up just the knobs and the configuration on it, it was clearly, I believe, like the 57 historic reissue, which is worth about double what they were asking. It's really worth about 5 G's on the used market than $26.99. So, again, just sort of staring at it for a few days and boop, gone. They don't last. You're like, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Am I wrong? Or is that a custom shop? Is that gone? Right? You really gotta. But it was a $2,700 trigger. But you got 45 days to bring it back if it shows up. And it was someone's like project where they decided I could make it relic myself, and they like, you know, put a whole bunch of, you know, they lacquered it themselves, which I wouldn't put it past somebody, right? You know, barring that, it was probably worth more than they had it up there for, without a doubt. What's up, Jeremy? People are saying, I look good right now. Forget the camera. What's your go-to or must-have pickup? For me, it's a Screaming Demon. Also, what's your favorite neck style? I don't know if I have a favorite neck style or pickup, because, you know, there's so many good pickups out there, right? It's like, do we have to choose? But I do like the JB. You know, it's a great pickup. I do like the Super Distortion. I mean, listen to that thing. I think that sounds great, you know. All your major players are usually pretty good. Pretty much almost anything from bare knuckles is pretty good. Right? I even like EMGs. I've been playing EMGs for like the last friggin' week on that guitar, right? There. There. Love that one. Jam some George Lynch. They never expect this one. All right. You like the SD Pearly Gates? Yeah, sure. Bare knuckles for the win. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find a bad pickup with bare knuckles. I'm sure they have one. I'm sure they have a few pickups that I just would not care for. But it's rare. Had to buy a Classic Vibe Telly after your last video. Thanks. Yeah, those Classic Vibe Tellys are freaking killer, man. I should buy, like, I got to get the butterscotch one. I should just get the white one and the custom one. Just to have the set. Because they're so amazing. Did you see Philip McKnight's video where he got the two Squires? I saw a man in love with that green one. There were like hearts pumping out of his eyes when he was looking at that green one. He's like, that's kind of nice. and it's true. EMG 5766 dominant. Yeah, I think I like the EMG 89 because you can split it. And when you split it, when it's on a humbucker, it's an 85, which is actually hotter than the 81. Even though it's really considered a neck pickup, you can use it really in the neck of the bridge. So the 89 is really like an 85 in humbucking mode, and I think it's an SA in single coil mode. Pretty good. Yeah, I'd say Sweetwater 1. Yeah. Have you tried Lindy Fralin pickups? No. I was going to say, do I have them in one of my Strats? I don't. No. But I have heard awesome things. I have some Fralin fans out there. Some around here. Actually, I think it's F sharp. That's the one everyone plays. Yeah, if it's new, I just buy from Sweetwater now. Yeah, they got their act together. How's that for an understatement? They got their act together. Just bought the green metallic Classic Vibe after watching my bike video. Yeah, I know, it has a way of rubbing off, doesn't it? You're like, how much was that? You're on Dunkin' website, am I? I do like Dunks. Well, not really. Not their coffee. Am I the only one who hates Dunkin' coffee? It's too weak. Ever play acoustic? I've been known to play acoustic. I have Larrivee. That Gibson sounds pretty awesome, though. I'll bet that's real nice. New t-shirt soon? Yeah, I should do a run. I'll do a run soon. Sorry, I'll do the spring collection. And we'll do another run of t-shirts. And I'll do a video on it. It's time. It's been a while. It's been almost like a year. Trust me, the t-shirt company wants me to do another run. They send me a friggin' harassment email like twice a day going, you should check out any one of these new designs you could use. Why aren't you running another campaign? It's like, that's all I'm getting out of them. The RG450s are nothing like the 550s. Yeah, that's probably true. It's not quite the same beast. Yeah. You know, and in the 550 year, the window, it's pretty small. It's a tight window. It's like 87 through like late 87 now. It's like 87 through, I don't know what, 91? Maybe 92. Even by the time you get to 92, things start, you know, now Ibanez has got money. A lot of meetings sitting around thinking about what they're going to do. Where's your Music Man? I know I don't have a Music Man. You know, I got to say, I associate Music Man, and I know that they're huge right now. I know you got your Petrucci's, you get your Morses, right? I'm saying, I know they're big, but I always associate them with bass guitars. When I think of Music Man, I think of bass. You know? How long have I been playing? Too long. I started playing in 72 when I was just a wee lad, about maybe that tall. Yeah, you need bigger logos. The logo's crazy small. You know what? That's them. It's like, I swear to God, they had a different company make it. It looked the same on the screen, and then when it printed, it came out like super small. Pixie, I got a Gibson with a twisted neck. Is it worth fixing? Well, it depends. If you can fix it yourself, maybe. Just by putting jumbo frets on, you could probably fix the twist by just leveling them frets. Little twisted level. Oh, I'll straighten it right out. And, that could be one way around it. But if you're paying someone else to do all that work, then probably no. Do you have any GNLs? No, I never really got into GNL. Gibson Les Paul 2017. Does that mean, do I like the 2017 models, the ones without the casino chip? Yeah, Rabia Masad posted a flame top one the other day. I gotta say, it looked pretty freaking gorgeous. What do you think of Rick Graham? Someone's saying I have a blurry picture. Really? Is that blurry? It's looking pretty clear. Here. Maybe you have a, maybe I'm, no, it's saying, I've got, 0 dropped frames. I'm chugging along at 3 megabit with 30 frames and a 21% CPU rate. I gotta think it's all good. Yeah, Rick Graham is a freak. He's almost too good. I'll believe he's not a hologram when he makes a mistake. Until then, he's some sort of cyborg plant. NYXL strings. I have a set around here I want to try. I've been pretty steady with the clear tone. I got actually, this isn't my guitar. These are probably Ernie balls. Yeah, a friend of mine. Oh, right. Ever eat the waffle coffee thing from Nam? I did. And it was frickin' awesome. I forget the name of it. Stroopwafel? That might be it. Damn, that was good. Very cinnamony. Had a very heavy cinnamon content to it. Caramel core. And a waffle. And with coffee. And you dunk it in the coffee for just like a couple seconds. Warm that caramel up. Yeah, that thing was real good. And Baker said, hey, why don't you carry mine? I was like, sure. Got it. Thank you. Drop. Yeah, Ernie's balls. Thoughts about Steinberger? I saw a killer Steinberger the other day online, but the guy wanted like $4 for it. He's like super rare, and he's right. Had the trans trim and everything. You know. Yeah, Ernie Balls all day long. A lot of people like Ernie Balls. I love Diodario too. I'm a big fan of Diodario. You know, I will say that the clear tone do last longer than the Diodario though, but they're treated. They do treat them. And I actually got the secret when I was at NAMM. The dude there told me how they treat them, and it's not a coating. Wow. What's up, UK? You're up late. I appreciate it. NYXL. Yeah, NYXL. I do have a set around here. I want to give them a whirl. My good buddy Ryan Lawley, name drop, down at RNA Music sent me a set. He's like, y'all try these. Yeah. I was like, okay. Someone said try and do some tapping. Well, I haven't practiced, but God, I'm trying. Oh. Wait a second. Nice. What can I do? Works better with scallop frets. Something like that. Now I need like 8 hours of sleep and a bowl of Wheaties. This is the Sumatran blend, which is in at Costco in the red bag with, I guess it's like a witch doctor on the front. Now that I think about it. Play some slide. You know, I don't have a slide. My fingers are kind of big for slides. I need like a full bottle. Fist on there. I had Marchena over recently, and he's sort of my slide go-to guy, and he could probably get me. If all I had to do was tell him, hey, can we go shopping for slides? And say, oh. guys saw a hello from North Wales. Love the rakes. Yeah, the rakes. It's all I got, bro. Rake makes it sound like I'm more complicated or very lazy. One of the two. Maybe a little more the latter. My hand's like flopping around over there. Rakes for days. Guitar and tone sound badass. I really like this tone. Got to get the little guy to bed. I hear you, man. Thanks, Mr. Bissy, for hanging out. Really appreciate it, dude. Play some drop. I can't go blood for blood. I think I know any drop. I know any drop kick. Probably not. You know, got Gronk. We all have a little Gronk? The best treatment of Gronk was The Simpsons. I mean, could it have been any more perfect? Their treatment of Gronk. Oh. In a little bit, we'll switch up to this other guitar. Now, there's one guy in the audience, if he's still here, who will know what that other guitar is. Nobody else does. And you could speculate all day, but I don't think you'd get it. It's a little bit of an oddball. It's familiar, yet distant. Let's throw a bunch of riddles up there. No, it's achy Reiki heart. See, when you go up, right? When you go up, you can't just go like. I mean, you can, but it's not as interesting as when you go like up and down, like. I think it's a little more interesting. Anyway, you know, downstroke harmonics are the easy one. It's upstroke that are. All right, I think I just played all my pinch harmonics for 2017. Got them all out tonight. Positive Grid picks? Yeah, Positive Grid. They reached out to me and they said, would like to send you ahead to borrow. I was like, all right. Guess. So, they sent it over. And I'm going to do a video review for the YouTube. We got St. Louis. What's up, Gibson? What's up? Somebody else said, hey, Pixie. Nick? It's running past on me here a little bit, guys. Lethal Weapon Marathon. That sounds like a great night. The only thing that would make that better is Predator, because Predator makes everything better. What amp are you using? That tone sounds great. I love this tone. I'm just going to just come right out of the gate. Make that proclamation. This is TH3. I can't quit you. This is called Dual Heavy Rig. What's up, Michigan? Yeah, right after the Viper review, I'm going to do that positive grid review. Pinch and dump the ball. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. You gotta crossover. I gotta get my satch on to do that. I need my satchel hat, which is a beanie, right? Reddit, it does make everything better. What effects pedals do you use? Well, right now I'm going through all software, but I'm going to just give you the rundown. We've got a couple of amps here. It's the DV Mark Marigold and the England Burn Sphere, which is obviously the Engel Fireball. And that's a stereo rig. That's running into a D delay, which looks very, very similar to the Boss, like DD, what are they up to? The DD27, right? Digital delay, the one that that white one with the blue lettering, it's that. And then right after that, a digital reverb, a D reverb. Again, strikingly similar in look to the Boss version of it. And then after that, we have an M Vintage cab. As you know, there is no brand called M Vintage, but I swear that lettering looks like Marshall. So I think it's sort of a Marshall, cloned cab, and what is a testament to the quality of the product. I haven't felt the need to load a Rosen or a 3 Sigma IR, right? Or one of those Mesa IRs. So that goes to show you that, the cabs are, they're worthy, man. What is it? Is it F? I want to say it goes to A. I don't know. Anyway. Try some EVA. You want to just go through a few amps? We can go through it. So here's another one I use a lot. Again, it's another stereo amp. This one actually uses a tube screamer. I think to brighten it up a little bit, you can turn that tube screamer off. Not nearly. Versus not bad. Oh, let me see. Later, Gino. I'm gonna finish the George Lynch Skull and Bones guitar anytime soon. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen finally this summer. Had a lot of stuff happen, and the main thing was getting the garage figured out. It's done, so now I can focus on other projects. You know, as soon as you go to do it, some other project pops up, and you're like, ugh. You know, and it takes it away. It's a time burglar. That is some man cave. Yeah, it's all right. I've seen better, but it's something. Later, Kenny. Buddy of mine's. Oh. See, some of my close friends, they don't do the YouTube chat. They text me. That's the VIP line. Where have you been? Good to see you. Yeah, you know, I've it got busy. It got stupid busy, but now it's definitely a little bit. Hello from Henderson, Kentucky. What's up, Henderson, Kentucky? There was a good one in here. Where the hell was it? Was it? Yeah. There's a reason why I go to that dual heavy rig. It's because it sounds so good. Yeah. now, all my friends are going, yeah, man. Yeah, that's me. What? Garrett? Oh, Garrett. Getting text from Garrett Peters. It's like a goddamn confessional over here. And also, let me just turn that up. There we go. Have you ever been to the UK? No. And I'd love to go. There's been talk about maybe going to the Russian NAM in Moscow in September. If that happens, then maybe on the way back from that, I'd spend a few days in London. A fellow from London called. Shout out to Greeky. That's my buddy. They're playing me like a puppet over here. Christ. Haven't seen the cat walk through your videos in a while. Yeah. You know why? That's a good question. They seem to leave me alone now. That's a good, yeah. One of them's a little hurt right now. Got in a mad fight. A lot of fur out front. You know. Oh, Neon Nights. Oh, jeez, I forget that. That's a killer riff. You know, Naomi wrote some really, really killer riffs when he was with, you know, the Dio incarnation, you know. No, actually, no, Paul, not new. This is Bobby's. He left it over here. And I have another guitar that's new. That's not mine. We'll get to that at the top of the hour. We'll switch over. Though I'm really liking this one. It's going to be hard to put this one down. What's up, North Carolina? What's up, Dark Dove? Just to show that it's live. No dead cats. They're plugging along though. The big guy, he's getting older. You know, all the young cats come around. They all want to fight him, and it's not good. You know, he's looking to retire. He's George Foreman at this point. Wisconsin, yeah. Are you cold up there too? North Shore of Mass, you're cold up there, that's for sure. Yeah, it's freezing, man. Tennessee, Jersey. What's up, guys? Yeah, you know, you calling Carvel Kiesel what for my next guitar? What Bobby is teasing on here on the feed here. Thoughts of Rio Grande or Van Zant pickups? Can't say I've really tried them. I will check them out at next NAMM show. Did you get a Parker Fly? No. They're kind of pricey. And, you know, I'd probably get... I got to think I'd get a Carvin first. Carvins would have been on my short list. Or a Jackson. Those are both on my short list. And then I'll buy a Strat, and everyone will go, "Oh, another Strat." I'm like, "But this one's green." Yeah, what Bobby has. Thanks, Bunny. All we Bunny. Brisbane, Australia. Good morning to you. Knoxville, what's up, buddy? What's up, Ron? Oh, thanks, Paul. Oh, yeah, what's the next guitar you're going to play? Guess is? I'll give you a hint. It's made of wood. Has Kramer officially folded? I don't know, but they don't seem to be putting a lot of time or effort into the brand, that's for sure. Is it a Hendrix Strat? No. Anything on Tesla? No. I'm trying to think. I probably knew a couple of Tesla songs back in the day, but they're just not coming. I'm drawing a blank, bro. I'm blanking. I'm just going to throw in a couple of... couple of 80s riffs for you. Bias amp and bias effects. Don't you kind of need both? I think they're two different things, right? Does bias effects really have many amps in it? I thought it was sort of another module. Fender The Strat. That's a good one. But it's one that I own and you've seen. This is a new guitar. A guitar you've never seen. A guitar barely alive. Actually, it is alive. I have another guitar over here with a snap neck that a buddy of mine brought over. And he's like, you fix that, right? You can fix that, right? Like, I'll give it a try. But, yeah, good old, it's a Greco. It's a Greco SG with a snap neck. That I won't be taking out because I don't want to, it's actually held on by some fibers at the body, and it's really a really deep crack. And what I'd like to do is just inject the glue as far as I can into the thing, and then clamp it, and then just, wipe it clean and let that sit for 3 days, and then see if it'll hold the tension. YNT, yeah. American Professional Fender. Again, we were talking earlier about ones that got away. There was another one that you just reminded me of it. Fender American Professional, in the trans red color. I think it was or it's like, it's not quite a candy apple red. It's not a red like this. It's definitely it's hard to explain the color. It's a little bit more towards the Dakota red, like a darker red. A little bit more muted, not quite as like red, if that makes sense. Maybe it has a little bit more white in it or gray in it to temper the color of the red. And there was a humbucker, HSS, Strat, Professional, with the wheel on the bottom and everything. They got one up there right now, I think for $9.99, but this one was $639 or $634.99. I think it was $639. I was like, that cannot be right. And I looked at it for a couple of days going, what, dude? And it sold. Bake the cake all night. What's up, Dave? All right. I think I could possibly top that horrible riff. Maybe time. Maybe time. You're getting a PRS? Yes, no? Well, maybe. Not ruling it out, but I'm neither confirming nor denying, but right now I have a guitar several feet away from me. Right there. Right frickin' there. That guitar is a guitar no one's seen. Just like you hadn't seen this one. I mean, Bobby came by earlier today. This guy came by on Tuesday. Left that guitar. We could switch to that guitar right now. What's it going to be? Let's see. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with FC. All right. It rhymes. It rhymes with Hep C. All right, here we go. This is the time of the show where I go get a drink, and gonna get a water. I think it's too cold for a freaking beer. It might even be too cold for water. I might go make a coffee. If in that case, talk amongst yourself for a while. But I am going to get the new guitar. You guys are gonna go, what? Here's another hint. It's both an old classic and futuristic. Check, check. All right. Everyone calm down. I'm getting all kinds of crazy. All kinds of crazy. It's like the scale's off from that last guitar. I'm like, wait a second. The craziest thing of these Steinberger tuners, so it's a Gibson, I think it's just called a Future, not a Futura. I think it's Future with an E at the end. That's a Steinberger tuners. Is it have an A on the end? I thought it was just the Future, not Futura, but I could be wrong. He changed the plate to the little diamond with the color to match the rest of it. So first thing, hear how loud that? It's like one of the loudest electrics. So I think he bought this used because I know he got it recently. Yeah, he must have, because it's a 2013 model. So it's a 2013, and he said he got it used. He left it here for me to do a video on, and he left the Greco at the same time. He bought this because he bought the Greco, and the Greco showed up with a snap neck, and he was jonesing for an SG so bad, he wound up just buying one of these, used. I don't know much about it. I got to think the inlays are plastique like they are on pretty much every Gibson at this point, right? I mean, are they using any real mother of pearl on any of their guitars now? I think that they're all, even the Les Paul standards are acrylic, mother of toilet seat, whatever you want to call it. It came with two options on the tuners. I think it was these Steinberger, like 42-to-1 ratio tuners, like some ridiculous number. And the Robo Tuner. And thank God you didn't get the Robo Tuner. I think this is cooler, way cooler. It's actually a really comfortable neck. Yeah, it's a. Someone asked a mahogany body. I think it's mahogany body, mahogany neck. I think the whole thing. I think it's mahogany head to toe. You know, and the sustain was good. You know, he was over the other day, and we had it going through the same rig you're hearing now, but I had the speakers on, and he was saying, like, you know, that thing sounds pretty damn good. I was like, I think it does. I have no idea what the pickups are. I got to think they're Gibson something buckers, 510Ts or whatever the hell. God, they're all over the place. What do you think about dot inlays on a Gibson Les Paul? It just doesn't feel right. Dot inlays just on Gibsons, period, don't really feel right, you know, except for maybe the V, or even like the Explorer seems to feel more okay with that. But on a Les Paul or even an SG, I feel like trapezoid is really where I associate the shape with more, you know? Just like on the Les Paul Custom, the ebony, like I'm not a big fan of when they use a rosewood in the block. It's almost like rosewood has to go with the trapezoid, right? I guess it's just what you see that your whole life. You just really associate it with it, you know? Pups are 490s. I gotta think this is rosewood. Yeah, that's rosewood. You can just see from the grain it's rosewood. That's absolutely rosewood. And it's, a little bit of neck droop. Not really, though. I've had worse. The Iomi is much worse. The Iomi really needs, like, a couple of weights. You get used to it, Maybe you could hit the line. Know anything by Frank Marino? No, he's such a killer player. I really got to get more Frank Marino in my life. His playing is really good. Grail bar selling you JVM. Yeah. It happens. One day I'll only real SG. Yeah. If I was going to get an SG, and let me know your thoughts on this. I kind of like it like this, like how this is with the half, instead of the full pick guard. I go in and out on which one I like better. It's almost like large headstock and small headstock strats, right? Like this week I like large headstock. No, wait. Now I like small headstock, right? I go back and forth on whether. These days, lately, I've been squarely in the small pickguard camp. I think this is a good-looking guitar. I'm looking at it right now on the screen. I think it's looking pretty good. So, I don't know. Looks really good on your kid. Makes you look kind of sophisticated. Pix, can we see your computer rig setup? Yeah, you know what? I got to do a studio tour. The problem is every time I go to do a studio tour, I turn on YouTube and like Fluff or, Robert Baker's having a studio tour. And I'm like, everyone's studio touring. But I'll do that soon because I've had such a change. All right, I got a new input device. I got a year ago, last year. Computers. Last year we did the whole computer, big, cascade, and got the wall of amps over here, and got the giant double stack over there. Can't see. All the things. Oh. Get the jacuzzi. Look better with a Cowboys jersey. I know. I like the look and feel of a winner. Boom, baby! Come on, we're riding it this year. They're already trying to come up with the one for our 6th Super Bowl win. The current favorite is hashtag eat a bag of 6. Yeah, baritone. She's me says you can get a 2016 Les Paul that'll sound like an SG due to the wide neck on it. I find that SGs do have a certain sound just on their own. Yeah, best Super Bowl ever. I guess like I said earlier, depends on your perspective. It was either the best Super Bowl ever or it was the worst Super Bowl ever. How many more years for Brady? I think he wants to go at least another 2 or 3. You know. Ronnie Gibson Firebird. No, and the Firebird can be a funny guitar because I played one time. It played like sort of just felt like any other Gibson, like a Flying V or whatever, SG. The neck shape was pretty standard. But then I played another one, and it might have been like the Johnny Winter Signature model. That may have been the difference. And that neck was the widest, thinnest neck. So front to back, it was incredibly thin, but side to side, it was really wide. It was like holding a friggin' cricket bat. It was like the weirdest neck shape. I was like, oh, I did not like it at all. But I think that was the Johnny Winter Signature, and that's the way he likes it. So that's the way they make it. It was a great game, that's sure. Again, it depends. They said that after, the Giants beat the Patriots to kill their like perfect season. They're like best Super Bowl ever. I'm like, no. No, pretty sure it was the worst. Yeah, I know. I saw Chris Long isn't signing, but you know what? It doesn't. It doesn't even really matter. Brady was out for 4 games. They went 3-1. Time for pick season. A time for an Iceman. I go in and out on the Iceman. They had the killer Korean-made Iceman. Oh no, I think it's Indonesian-made, but it has the ebony fretboard. It's got the nice binding. Has all the accoutrements of the nicer, Paul Stanley model, like the PS1. It was like this is like the PS100, right, or the PS10. And I gotta say, it was pretty damn nice. I think used it was around $600 or $700. Is that 24 fits? That's a good question. 15. You get your 17. You get your 19. You get your 21, 22. You get your 23. And that would make 24. Yeah. 24 frets confirmed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Vanity Mirror Iceman. Probably get that out of China for like next to nothing. That's the kind of guitar, because it's such a prop, right? How many times do you play in that fractured mirrored Iceman? I mean, realistically. You're pulling it out on one Kiss song, then it's back in the case. Just decided to hunt for a future tribute. Yeah, that's what this is. Future tribute. He's got it right. People call it the Futura, but it's not the Futura. It's the Future Tribute. Yeah, that's what it was called. The neck is great. But I hold on. Let me turn that off. Let me turn all that off. I don't know what you can see there. But, it's pretty slick. It's got those funky tuners. It's a very simple guitar. Simple lines, weaving. It's in black, which is the saddest of all the paints. It's the saddest of all the colors. I would just recommend not getting the Robo Tuner unless you're just starting out. Then definitely get the Robo Tuner. Actually, you shouldn't, because you got to develop your ears. So when you bend, you know that is that note. Right? That's all in your ears. Your ears, man. No, Randy, no money spent. This belongs to a friend of mine. Something like that. Yeah, it was none more black. They say, how much blacker could it get? And the answer is none. None more black. It's so black, scientists calibrate their instruments to it. You got your snap points here and here. In the event of an emergency, just snap it right there. I'm just changing bands. Where were we? Or what's up, OKC? Someone said, I bet you went over, yeah, Possum, I bet you went over the $300 for that one. It's not mine. That's the great thing. That's the great thing about playing guitars that aren't yours. You get all the play and none of the pay. 0 down, no monthly payments. What do you use to clean ebony fretboards? I would normally, if it's really gunked up, I mean, it's like covered in filth. I used to use the finest steel wool, like 4 zeros, right? Like as many zeros as you can possibly get on the steel wool. I think it was 4, even 3 I felt was a little too rough. But even that will leave little marks. I've switched to the non-scuff Scotch-Brite pads. They're not green. Don't get the green ones. The greens will scratch. You have to get, because they have a little bit of pumice in them, you got to get the one that's blue, and the blue is just plastic fiber. And that plastic fiber just very gently would take off all the scum and get it down without scratching the board at all, and not without scratching your frets at all. And then I just buff it out with a cloth and a little bit of like mineral oil or lemon oil, whatever you want to use. I don't really get into the debate on oil. You know, I don't think that the oils are really cause of the harm that some people think they'll cause, frets popping out and all that shit. I've literally never seen it happen in my entire life. And I've seen a shit ton of guitars. So, you know, but I wouldn't bathe it in oil. And I would remove any excess oil, right? This isn't for it to like drink it in. The other good one is Howard's Feed and Wax. I think for ebony, it's a pretty good product. But entirely unnecessary. You could just do it with, and ebony is a fully oiled wood anyway. You don't need to replenish the oils like you would maybe a little bit more on rosewood, right? So, yeah, like what Showman Blue says, 4 zeros. I wouldn't go much more than, I wouldn't even do 3 zeros. I think 3 zeros is too rough, because that's how they rate them, right? The more zeros you have, the finer it is. Yeah, lighter fluid is correct. The problem is I like to smoke when I clean. Someone asked for Heartbreaker. And so forth. Give us some Kiss licks. I thought you'd never ask. I'm trying to remember if that goes to F sharp or G. Or is it... Does he start with the open string, or does he start on F and go to G? I want to say he goes... Anyway. Now you gotta do Living, Loving Women. Christ, I'll be doing the whole Zepp 2 album soon. Is it A? Anyway, remember that time Ingve was in Zeppelin? George Lynch. With a whole bunch of crazy sweet bends. What's up, Tony? Yeah, I loved it when Anthrax covered it. Is that the best cover of She ever? Is the Anthrax cover of She? That might be one of the greatest covers, just period, of a song. So good. So friggin' perfect. And what I love about it is they nail all the original parts, right? This isn't them just willy-nilly, you know, we're just going to get in there and like shred all that. They play all the parts like off the friggin' record. Except modernized with, you know, more modern sounding instruments in a mix, you know, more modern sounding mix. Damn, I thought that was good. Really freaking good. A lot of love. More Zeppelin. Scalloped. I'm gonna scallop the Les Paul, throw some EMGs in it, probably get a Floyd Rose on it. Greetings, Pennsylvania. Yeah, what's up with those tunuses, right? There's Steinberger. Right? Oh, yeah. That's like one of those tunes that's just so friggin' classic, man. God, I love that song. Don't get me started on a Sabbath Jack. D string out of tune, I wouldn't doubt it. Let's check. Yeah. G? Oh. I don't know. I can't get into Hendrix on this guitar. I'm telling you, I'm feeling a real freaking roadblock right now. You know. I mean, compared to a Strat, it's hard to it's hard to feel it. You know. Something like that. I speed it up about twice as fast, and there you have it. It's always that damn B string. Oh yeah, someone said fast way. Say what you will. What is it? That's an A, right? God, I can't remember it. Damn, that's that's that scene from Harry Potter, right? That's pulling one out. Little intonation. That E sounds out. The best, I hate to say the best, some of the best audio, and I think one of the best versions, is the Brad Gillis version from Speak of the Devil, an album Ozzy hates. Like on record, I hate this album. Sorry, Oz, man. I love it. See, when I first got the SG, people were like, meh, but you get into it a little bit more, you're like, oh, you know what? That SG sounded pretty good. That SG actually isn't too bad. I think it sounds freaking awesome. Yeah, Gillis did a real short notice. You know, I think he got the call from Ozzy saying, like, you're going to be on the, it was like a Tuesday. He's like, you're going to be on the tour on Thursday. He says, yeah, but I don't know any of your songs. And Ozzy was like, yeah, well, you better learn them. That was pretty much the end of that. All right. He showed up like on Thursday or Friday and played the friggin' gig. You know? Yeah, Brad Gillis. So friggin' good. Really, really love it, that dude's playing. He was like, in fact, you know what? He probably influenced me quite a bit on that album with a lot of his whammy bar work. Without a doubt. Very influential. Especially when he would do that flick stuff. He was one of the first guys to do that warble. By 1986, it was over. But in 1982 or 83, I think that album came out in 83, or maybe even 82. That was the shit, man. What was I just listening to the other day? Something like that, right? Sammy Hagar? Anyway, 8:43. Got about another 15 minutes, guys. Hope if you hit it. Right. What can't this SG play? From the future. Oh man. So if I was going to get another guitar, if I don't get the camera, what would I get for a guitar? You know any Butthole Surfers? No, there was a, what was the song they used to, they had one song that sort of got major airplay. Fuck that, can't we get a guitar? Yeah. You know, there's some days you just feel like that. You're like, look, I could have 42 guitars, or I could have 3 cameras. Let's face it, the need is greater in the guitars. Finger 11. I have no idea what that is. Yeah. Like. I'm seeing a lot of stuff up here. Ibanez Iceman. Yes. I'm just going to say yes. What does it mean? Nobody knows. But yes. 42 guitars sounds good to me. You never have too many guitars. That's what I said. Play some Warrant. You know, I can't think of any Warrant off the top of my head. I was thinking that earlier. When I was starting to go through some of those 80s. When I started going through some of those 80s riffs earlier tonight. I was plucking the cobwebs of my brain going, you gotta have one Warrant song. But I didn't. I used to know a Keeley? What was the band? Is it Keeley? Kelly? Something? I forget now. Andy Griffith? Oh, I don't know that off the top of my head. Gilligan's Island? I don't. No, I can't think of it. Good night, Metal God. Thanks for hanging out, bud. Really appreciate it. What is the Brady Bunch? Oh, Brady Bunch. Then they modulate, right? This has literally come to me. What do I win? Oh man. Yeah, we doing TV themes now. See you, Dave. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Sweet Jesus, Thin Lizzy, please. I thought I played some Thin Lizzy. Damon says he still wants to bang Marsha. Well, Marsha's actually still bangable. She's still looking pretty hot. Any Randy Rhoads? Yeah, I've heard of him. Don't get me going on a Randy Jag. Sunshine Day. Yeah, Sunshine Day. Holy shit. I gotta cover Sunshine Day. Something about a sun and Sunshine Day. Come on, everybody's gonna clap at the same time. Sunshine Day. Or Good Time Feeling. Holy shit. Jack of Lumberjack. I don't think I know that one. Power Rangers. Oh, Power Rangers is totally after my time. Benny Hill theme is Yakety Sax, which I've never learned. That's a hard riff. You know. Oh yeah, Inspector Gadget. I never learned that. What I had with Panama amps. I actually have a Shaman 2 here. I'm gonna do real soon. As soon as I get that new camera. Does it? See when your sleeve? See that? This is why guitar players shouldn't wear long sleeve shirts. Like, what the hell is going on? Thanks, Thunder Buddy, for hanging out. Yeah, Fake Marsh is even more bangable. I know. That's what's his name's wife, right? You know that guy who's in everything? Ben Stiller. The old timers will know that one. Flintstones theme, I've done that like a billion times. That's also Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Right, from the Christmas song. Meet the Flintstones. Yeah, minor. Major. There you end on the A. And I usually play The Simpsons. Thanks for staying up, Martin. We're wrapping it up anyway. You're not going to miss a lot. Thanks. I know it's 2 a.m. in the UK. This is usually about right about that time. We start wrapping up the show. Extra points for people who get that reference. What's your favorite axe right now? The one I'm playing. Jeez, I kind of like this. Took me a couple of minutes to get used to it, but geez, guy could get used to this. Maybe I need an SG. You know? Meet George Jetson. All right, guys, 8:54, 8:55. We are wrapping this up. Lost in Space. God, that's a tricky one. The Pink Panther theme is all just approaches, right? Right? Anyway. We're going to wrap this up, dudes. 8:55. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. And I can actually hear people coming home. So this is all working out. I do need an SG. That guitar looks good on you, kid. Makes you look kind of sophisticated. Looks good on you, kid. Makes you look kind of sophisticated. Anyway. It was right about that time Pixie decided to end the show. All right, long last look at the SG. It's a good looking. I mean, I'm just looking at it on camera. It's a good looking guitar. I'm looking at it down here on my camera, and I'm like, it's looking pretty good. You know what? I kind of missed the binding around the neck, though. You know, maybe we need those accoutrements for the full SG. All right, guys. How's that for a end riff? All right, dudes, you've been awesome. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for hanging out. You guys have been... It was a good night. I had fun tonight. Anyone else have fun tonight? I kind of had fun. It was fun. You know why? Because I haven't played either one of these two guitars. I'm like pretty much playing them for the first time. Bobby dropped that one off that over there earlier today, and my other buddy dropped this one off on Tuesday. So I haven't had a chance to really play it until now, and it was awesome. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this one up. As always, thanks so much for hanging out. And rock on.